Well, hello. How are you doing? My name is Fred Foreman. Welcome to the Every Dot Black Virtual Conference. This is a beautiful thing. I am so amped, so psyched. I'm super excited to be a part of something that is so great that Jimmy Davis has been inviting me to, allowing me to share my vision, my dreams, my goals, my success in what I've been doing over the last 4 to 5 years with a movement called One Blood. It's a movement of unity. What I do is unite people back to the understanding that we all are God's children, one human race. What that does is allows me to speak against racism, and at the same token, I'm able to incorporate entrepreneurship while I'm doing that. So it's an honor, Jimmy Davis. I give you a huge shout out, my brother. It's a beautiful blessing to even be on this platform and be able to speak on something that you have allowed me to do, brother. Great kudos to you, man. I appreciate you, family. Look, let's get into this. I want to give you three topics. The number one is you. This is a way of motivating yourself to going into your dream, to going into your entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is means a platform of ideas, and then the one that works on the idea. That's what entrepreneurship mainly means. The second key factor is the mirror. That's the factor that I use. There's two mirrors in my group. You have the spiritual mirror, then you have your physical mirror. And the last part about it is the motivation. What are you going to do once you find out who you are? Let's go to the top. Let's go ahead and get it going and get involved in this so we can get you to the level of being an entrepreneur and get you on your way to doing exactly what your dream is and not living someone else's dream. That book is coming out soon. Please stay tuned to it. Like again, my name, like I said, my name is Fred Foreman. What an honor to be on this platform. I run an organization, and it is titled One Blood Movement of Unity. What this does, the nonprofit side is I'm allowed to, I've been able to feed the homeless and the needy around Christmas and Thanksgiving time. We last year we ended up feeding around almost 200 people. So to me, that's an honor. To me, that's a blessing. That's a great movement in what One Blood is doing. I do a lot of mentoring. I do a lot of public speaking and a lot of motivational speaking. So I'm honored. I'm more than grateful to be on this platform. Like I said a while ago, let's get into the entrepreneurship. How to get you to where you want to be. First, you have to change your mindset. Um, the key thing in life, if anything that you are willing to do, you have to want to do it with the inside first. It has to be changed on the inside first. You cannot you can't move without knowing where you're going. That's a key factor in life. If the Lord says write your vision out and make it plain, you have to write out who you are. In other words, what is your perception of you? Who do you think you are? What is your goals? What is your ambition? What's your mindset? Are you the one that likes to sit at home? And there's nothing wrong with it if you're going to think of a way to create a home-based business. Are you the one that likes to go out into the world? Nothing wrong with that if you have a mission and a purpose to go out into the world. Here's the key thing with the perception of yourself. Find out, write it down, what your likes are. And I know it sounds like it's third grade, but it's really not. It's the simple way of living. And I think a lot of times we've forgotten about it. The mentoring that I do in elementary schools and middle schools and high schools, one of the key factors that I figured out and that I've been with the course I've been studying, I didn't realize until about a year into my studying with the mentoring, when I was mentoring the kids, teachers don't even ask what your dream is anymore. That question is irrelevant. I don't even believe parents ask their kids what is their dreams anymore, because when I asked, they were like, "Well, I dreamed last night." That's the mindset, is the dream that they had last night. They have no way out of their own mindset. Why? Because it's not asked. You can't answer a question if you don't know the answer. Uh, you can't create a way if you never seen the way. That's a dream, and that's your dream. That's you. What is your perception of you? In order for you to move, in order for you to create, in order for you to go beyond, you have to start it within inside first. You got to get to know you. I can't get to know you. I can't understand your message. I can understand you if I don't know myself and understand myself. If I don't know where I'm going, why should I tell you where you should go or give you an idea of how you can get there if I don't know how I'm going to do it? That's a beautiful thing. I hope that concept sticks with you and allows you to motivate yourself to a pen and a piece of paper. A pen and a piece of paper is a start of your life. That's you, because you are the one that can only write you down. You are the only one that can understand you, that can love you, that can preach to you, that can teach you the foundation of yourself. Get to know yourself. What's your perception? What kind of person are you identifying with? I love the way that Dr. Miles Monroe, he says it a lot, and he says, are we here to just exist, or are we here to live? In other words, a lot of people come to the earth and they're taught dreams are gone now. They're not added. Remember I said a while ago, dreams is not a question that's been asked anymore. Dr. Miles Monroe says, have we gotten to the point to where we're just going to exist in the world? Because if you go by the graveyard, that's one of the richest places on earth. Why? Because it has a ton of dreams, a ton of visions, a ton of songs, a ton of books, a ton of speeches that have never been written. And why is that? Because they didn't understand themselves. They didn't take the time to write down their own dream. They didn't take the time to write down their own vision so they can make it complete. You have to take that time to get to know yourself. That goes in relationships with your parents. That goes in relationships with your spouse, if you're married or if you want to become married. A lot of times people are so scared to stay alone and they never get to know anyone else because they never got to know themselves first. To be successful, you have to start within. And it starts right there, right in that gut feeling where you know for sure without a shadow of a doubt. That's that one thing that you know you can't sleep without thinking about. You can't eat without thinking about. It's the one thing that you would do for free for 7 days straight and not even ask anyone for a dime. What you would do for free. That's you are. That's that inner you. That's that dream that's sitting there boiling and waiting to jump out and get some love in the world, to see what it's all about, see how far you can go with it. That's you. It's a big part of you, but you have to get to know who you are. You have to get to know where your studies are, where your mindset is. You got to get to know where you want to go. With these kids not being asked where their dreams are anymore, we're changing their mindset to go from school to work, get married, have kids, retire, die. Not in my book, not in my language, not in my vocabulary, not in my future. We are going to live from here on out. We have to. Why? Because we have a dream that's been put inside of us that God Himself gave us before we even come out, before we came into existence. He planted that beautiful seed that was inside of us, and it's right there sitting inside of you, but it takes you to figure that out. And you say, Coach Fred, well, how do we do that? How do we get to the point where I know for sure that that's me? I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad you asked. Look, this is the thing that God did to me in 2018. 2018 was a painful year for me. I went through a lot of heartache and pain. OneBlood had been started about 4 years prior to that. And everything started collapsing on me. I couldn't understand why I was going through in marriage, why I was going through in my household, why I was losing communication with my sons. I was doing so much in the world, meaning not being of the world, but doing mighty works of the world, hoping and thinking I'm following the principles of Christ and the procedures that I'm hoping that He laid out for me, which that's what I was thinking. And come to find out, God had to take me back to the originator, the Word. Once I was able to go back to the Word, that's your spiritual mirror. I started reading God. Greater is He that lives in me than he that lives in the world. Once I was able to read the one that's already inside of me, my life started changing. God had to really do a transformation in my spirit, in my soul, in my inner self, change my mindset. Why? It's not that I wasn't doing a great job or a good job, however you want to call it. It's not that I was forgetting about my family or forgetting about life. It's the fact that I was really just existing, moving forward, and I stopped writing my vision. Once I stopped writing my vision, I started losing my vision, and I couldn't move forward in no vision. I was living someone else's dream. I was doing the opposite of what God gave me over 4 years ago. I'm mentoring kids. I'm throwing events. I'm going to places to speak, churches, cookouts, for what I mean, like family days at churches and a lot of schools that I'm going to consistently. I do a lot of coaching, youth football and basketball. So I'm going different places over North Carolina and just really putting my time in, putting my work in, and not realizing that I'm not making an investment back into me. Where was I at? I lost myself for a period of time. Couldn't find it. And that's when God said, wait a minute, son. Let's slow this down for a minute. Let's take a quick break. And I need to slow you down. So that's when things started happening. My marriage started failing. My relationship with my son started failing. Things started happening in my life that I just really, I couldn't get a grasp on. But I knew it was something that was pulling me in a great direction. I just never really wrote it down. I lost my vision for quite a period of time in 2018. How'd I get it back? I'm glad you asked. Because Lord showed me the mirror. Once he took me to the mirror, once he took me to my spiritual mirror and allowed me to read his word, it started manifesting. Great is he that lives in me. I'm a conqueror. I'm above and not beneath. Those affirmations that keep you motivated. I'm a lender, not a borrower. I can do all things through Christ. That strengthens me. That means God said you can do anything you want to do. Doesn't matter. As long as it lines up with his will, and his will for you is to be successful, not to live someone else's dream. His mission for you is to be successful with him, not just do it all by yourself. Why? Wouldn't you do, if you have children, and I know the ones that do have children will understand this, but if you don't have children, maybe you had a pet or something that you really, really like, your car or anything, preferably something that could talk back, you know what I'm saying? But wouldn't you do anything just about for your child, for their success? Making sure they're comfortable, making sure they can move forward in life, making sure that their lines are set up in a straight, narrow, good direction, not in a crooked way. Wouldn't you make sure of that for your child before you send them out into the world? Fam, let me help you out with this. God did the same thing when he planted that seed on the inside of you many, many years ago before you was even thought of. He had it sitting there waiting. He's got his gifts sitting up in heaven, waiting on you. You have to read your mirror. I did anyway. I try to stay away from telling people what they have to do. I just can encourage you what I did and what works for me. Once he showed me my spiritual mirror, and I've been reading, but it just once I was able to really sit down and and really talk to God and say, Lord, this is, some things are not working out in the way that I thought you said it would go. That's when you're losing your vision. You're taking your eyes off God and you're starting to put your eyes back on man, which is you, or woman, whichever one you may be. When God showed me that mirror, my success had a reboot. Now I was able to take the words of wisdom, Proverbs, all the businesses that the disciples were into. I started reading them, and it started going back into my spirit, started pouring back into me. Now I'm going to my physical mirror and I'm reading those words back to me. Why? Now I'm feeding myself through my physical mirror. I'm getting my appearance not to look like Fred, but to look like the God that's in me. And you say, what does that have to do with success? God said, according to his riches and glory. That's where everything sits. Once you seek the kingdom first, everything else will line up for you, is what I'm telling you. God has a plan for you, and it exists on the inside of you. But it's up to you to live it. That's where your mirrors come into effect. You start getting up in the morning, you look at your physical mirror, and you start repeating back those mindset changing affirmations that would click your brain to a level saying, you know what, I am successful. I am a righteous person. I am a great and mighty warrior. I am going to be able to pay all my bills. I am whatever your vision is, or is your entrepreneurship, that idea will work. God says he makes room for all your gifts. So whatever he gives you, your gift is waiting on you. And it's on fire. But you got to be the one that keeps that fire going. You spark it and you let that bad boy burn. And you go forward with life. Mindset changing. That's the promise. And that's where it sits. But you have to change your mindset before you can move forward in life. Before you can be successful in life, your mindset has to be changed. Okay, you say, now, coach, now my mindset's ready. I'm ready to go. I'm geared up, man. You got me going. I hope I do anyway. I hope you've been writing some of this stuff down. This is the key to it. Once you have your affirmation in check, once you've written your vision down, now you know where you want to go. Now, let's put the faith to work. Now we got to go in motion. Let's go drive. Yeah, let's go driving. Let's go to the point where he's saying, you know what? Today, I'm going to make 10 steps towards my dream. Whatever they may be, whatever your dream is, I tell my sons this all the time. Whatever you do, you give it 100%. I don't care if you are a broom sweeper. You know, I don't care if you're a broom pusher. It doesn't matter what it is. You give it 100% all the way, the whole time. And I guarantee you that 100% will come back to you. Why? Because you're investing. You're putting your whole heart, your whole soul, your whole mindset. You know today that I'm going forward to do what God has called me to do. And that purpose that's inside of me, I'm going to start living it, no matter what nobody else to say. The biggest thing I heard EC said, Eric Thomas, he said the biggest difference between Oprah Winfrey and somebody like me, I'm not a multi-billionaire or millionaire, but someone like the difference between ones who have not successful yet and Oprah Winfrey, the biggest difference is what she does in her 24 hours. You have 24 hours in a day. You have a lot of seconds in that point in time. What are you doing with each and every one of them? Now it's time to go get it. You took the time to write your vision out. You took the time to find out the perception of yourself, to figure out who exactly you are. Now it's time. Now it's time to put the people like Pat and Charlie. I like to use the term Fred Flintstone. That's my name anyway. Hey, let's go get them. Get them wheels turning. Get motivated and go get what is designed for you to have. It's out there, laid out for you. It's beautiful. It's been blessed. All you have to do now is just go get it. Jump in your car and drive forward. That's your mental ride, your spiritual ride. Jump in it and never stop. Why? Because your dream never stops. The only time it stops is when you lay down in the grave and if you take it with you. You don't want to get to your grave and your dreams or whatever you want it to be, the books that you wanted maybe sitting inside you needed to write, the songs, the literature, the love that you might have wanted to give to someone and you never took the chance, you never took the risk. You don't want that sitting over you, those spirits sitting over you as you lying there in the grave and they're sitting there telling you, hey man, I didn't want to go down there. I wanted to be up here. I wanted to live, but you just let us exist. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the one that makes all your dreams, all your affirmations that you say to yourself in the morning. That's the one you want to go forward. You want all of them to say, hey, brother, we got your back. Sister, we got your back. We're going forward. Once you put them into motion, you train. I can, I think I can, I think I can. I might be telling my age now, but I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Yes, yes, yes. I promise you, you can. But you got to believe it in yourself first. I tell my students all the time, if you believe in you, if I believe in you, then who should you believe in? And they'll raise their hand. Sometimes they say, we should believe in you, coach. No, you should believe in yourself first. You should believe in yourself first. I have a saying that I've been saying for many, many years. And it's on t-shirts, so you can't get it. It's on t-shirts already. But I like to use the terms. If each individual does the individual job, that's what makes a team. You have to do your individual job within self first. Spirit, body, mind. You have to link those together first on inside. Once them bad boys get together and link up, you're unstoppable. You can move mountains, baby. I promise you, it's been done. People just like us, regular people, soared because they put someone else's dream down and they picked theirs up and they started moving forward. That's my time, family. I have to go. I really appreciate you. You guys have been a blessing. Stay tuned. We have many, many more entrepreneurs that are giving great speeches. They're giving great talks. They're giving you great material that you can go off of, and let it be a blessing unto you. Write it down and go back and research it and study it. Remember, my name is Fred Foreman. I have an organization titled OneBlood Movement of Unity. You can reach out to me. You can reach out by OneBlood, the word one, the word blood, the letter U, at gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at fredforeman.com. You can find it by oneblood.com as well. Instagram is the same thing. It's the word one underscore the word blood.org. You can find it there too. You can find me on YouTube. I have a lot of a lot of videos on YouTube as well. Matter of fact, my testimony is on YouTube, and that's a deep one. If you're ready to cry, go do it. Go. It's Holy Spirit led. It was a beautiful moment, but it's up to you. That particular one is OneBlood, MOU, Movement of Unity. So check me out. If you need someone to motivate you to be a motivational speaker to your class, to your corporation, to your students, or to your workforce, give me a call, 919-262-4174. Listen, always remember, you are the one. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. In the name of Jesus, thank you, y'all. Much love. Always remember, OneBlood loves you. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Every.Black. Y'all be blessed, be safe. Live your dream, not someone else's. Talk to you soon, okay?